Hi everyone, this is a video for Aries Sun, Moon and Rising for October the 14th to October the 20th. This is just a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's completely fine. I do use astrological placements and then get the tarot to clarify, so hopefully it does resonate, but if not, we just move on. So I'm going to read the aspects for the week and then we'll pull the tarot. So from the 12th to 15th, we're obviously on the 14th now, but we sort of clashed a little bit to it. Sun in Libra will be squaring Mars in Cancer, so this could suggest a bit of tension between your relationship and your family because it's Sun in Libra in the 7th house, squaring Mars in Cancer in the 4th house. From the 14th to 15th, we have Venus in Scorpio 8th house opposing Uranus in Taurus 2nd house. So a bit of a weird energy here. It's like a bit of a chaotic energy, and for this it's almost a financial chaos, especially because 8th and 2nd house, shared investments and finances. So you could find that if you have any kind of investments with a partner or family member, that you might find it's a little bit chaotic. Not necessarily bad, just a bit weird. On the 17th, we have the lunar eclipse in Aries, 1st house of self. So this is going to be intriguing. This week is going to be quite challenging for you, Aries, but actually you're going to come out at the end feeling much better because it's a total letting go. And for you, because it's the 1st house of self, this is about your personal identity and what you want others to see you as. So this is a 1.5 year long cycle for you, Aries. And so you're going to be letting go of something that you've been hanging on for so long. So this is going to be like a big sigh of relief. And then, of course, on the 17th still, we also have Venus entering Sagittarius in the 9th house. So this is a nice harmonious aspect for traveling and studying and just feeling good about your spirituality. So again, the eclipse comes along, and it's not even really a proper eclipse. It's like a small mini eclipse. It's just a full moon in Aries with a tiny bit of an eclipse. Probably not the best way to describe it, but I don't really know how to describe it other than it's kind of like a partial eclipse. I guess it's a partial lunar eclipse, I guess we might call it, but it is a full moon. And it will allow us to let go and release that energy that we've been having. So with that being said, let's get the tarot and find out. So we have got Death. Soon we got the Death card, transformative Aries. Of course, that makes so much sense. We've got 2 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got 5 of Wands. We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And also pull a little oracle card as well. And we've got hibernation and regeneration. That makes a lot of sense with the whole Aries lunar eclipse, because hibernation and regeneration, I mean, I think it's a very introspective time for you, Aries. And the regeneration, you know, feeling almost rejuvenated after this eclipse as well, I think is going to be really important for you. So I think that works out really well. So let's get on with the reading. And I'm going to talk about what the tarot clarifies in order with the astrological placements. But of course, some things may come out that weren't on that sheet. So I did mention there's a little bit of financial chaos. And I think there's some element here about not necessarily being betrayed, but like, oh, you could have told me that because now I can't really fix things. You know, there's something where it's just a butting of heads and there's not that kind of harmonious kind of mutual understanding. 7 of Swords with 2 of Swords in reverse and the 5 of Wands. That's kind of like a bit of a conflict here and a fight. 7 of Swords, it's quite a deceptive energy. So again, there's just something that you haven't been told, or it's like, why have you not consulted me on this kind of energy? And then of course the 2 of Swords is about that lack of, well, in reverse, that lack of harmony and like not really trying to see things eye to eye. So you could have a little bit of butting heads with somebody this week, especially over finances because of what I mentioned with that placement. But of course this can resonate with whatever in your life. It's generally just a butting of heads. The reason I mentioned money is because of the astrological placement, but also because we have got this Queen of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, which is good for money. This is like you're in control of your money, you've got the strategic advantage, but you could have had this little bit of a chaotic kind of view where it's like, you could have just told me about this. I just feel like there's something that you probably need to know. So if you do have any finances in the pot with somebody, or there's something that you're trying to, you know, if you're trying to fund something alongside your friends, like for example, a holiday, you know, then you might need to check out what you're doing there. So that just come up quite clearly. And then we have some more energy here. 2 of Pentacles in reverse with the 8 of Wands in reverse and Ace of Cups in reverse with Temperance in reverse. Okay, so this to me is just not making a decision on something, and there's just a lack of movement of it, so it's making you very impatient. That's just like, yeah. This Temperance in reverse, super impatient because you're not moving anywhere, you're not going anywhere with this kind of thing. And to me, this is more about starting something new, like a project. I don't really see it as a romantic thing, to be honest, but it could be because of the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I mean, for some of you, if you resonate with that, then it's more of a romantic thing. But the only reason I mentioned about the project thing is more because we have got that onus on finances this week, sorry. So Ace of Cups in reverse, not being able to start something. 2 of Pentacles in reverse, kind of anxious about not being able to start this thing as well, and getting impatient. And again, 6 of Swords in reverse is like it's not a new plan, it's not an old plan, it's just a no plan. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just not getting off the ground at all. And then 8 of Wands in reverse is like, I think you want to make a decision and you have it clear in your mind that you want to make it, but for some reason there's something stopping you, and that's what's making you impatient. So it's like, I kind of know what I want to do, but I'm just not getting any movement with it, and it's making me impatient. It's kind of like you're waiting on someone else. Like, you've made the decision, but you're waiting on someone else. So that could be someone giving you some kind of communication or contact, and so you're like, yeah, are we doing this or not together? And for others, it's like, I'm just waiting for this process to go through so I can, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm waiting for something. I'm getting very impatient about that. But it feels like you've made the decision, so that's a good thing. It's just there's other factors that are stopping you from doing it. For some of you, very impatient about not being able to travel for some reason, not being able to go to places because there's other factors that are stopping you. And that could be to do with money, or like things getting like more practical issues, for example. And then for others, this is more like not getting any sort of emotional and physical movement from a person because you're not getting the contact or communication, and that's making you super impatient. So that kind of energy comes through as well. And then of course we have this Death card here, and the Death card is all about transformation and change. So again, I think you've made a decision and you want to change something, you want to move forward, especially because we have Jupiter retrograding in Gemini, which is all about rethinking and reevaluating everything. And for Aries, that's the 3rd house of communication as well. So maybe also rethinking about how you're getting communication and you're doing that as well. But the Death card it's actually a nice card because I think it's about the change and the transformation that you're meant to have, you know. And of course on October the 11th, Pluto will be actually direct in Capricorn, and that will affect the cardinal signs, and Aries is also a cardinal sign. So you may start to feel more of that transformative energy, and again, after the eclipse as well, more sort of relief. So do you ever think this week is a nice week for you, Aries? I think you just probably feel very impatient about things maybe not moving and getting off the ground. And then of course having this little conflict here about somebody maybe being a little bit deceptive or not telling you straight up what you want to hear from them. And for some of you that is a financial thing, especially if you like share your finances with somebody. But of course the oracle card for the week is hibernation and regeneration, so you don't have to go full speed ahead, and I actually would suggest not going full speed ahead as well. And just taking the time to relax and regenerate. And because this is a transformative period for you because of the eclipse, I think Aries, you're just going to have to take the time to feel your feelings, you know, if you're like feeling some kind of frustration or sadness or even happiness or pleasure, like, where is it coming from? You know, can you feel it in your body, and where's it coming from? Because the eclipses and even full moons, when we're fully letting something go, it really can just affect us in all energy points of our body. And I like these crystals here in this card because it reminds me of the different energy points. And I like that they're green as well because it reminds me of the heart chakra. So again, about love, and also we can link that to money as well. So I get that vibe a lot because of the pure pentacles energy here. So Aries, that was your reading this week. It was a little bit all over the place. My apologies. It always is. If you watch my videos, you know I can never get a freaking word out because I'm Sagittarius Mercury. And I do these videos because I find them fun, but also to test my articulation of my words. So you're almost like guinea pigs for me here. But actually, I hope the message came across. It seems to make sense to me. Again, I think you made a decision and you are, you know, you're kind of fixed on it, but you're waiting on an external factor to help you with this problem. And then of course, some kind of deceptive energy, maybe butting heads with somebody. Okay, Aries, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, then maybe give it a like, and if you also really liked it, then maybe come back for the reading next week. And I hope you have a lovely week, and please stay sane and calm and peaceful during this eclipse. Bye.